Good vibes right there. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. What's going on, BDE? Big Dog, Cardzilla. Yeah, Big Dog. I don't know. I was just feeling it today, especially on a Monday. I want a little nice, you know what I mean? A nice little groove in, a little champagne supernova to start our week to conclude a crazy weekend of sports. I know I didn't do a ton of stuff other than watch sports, which, like, I mean, that's a damn good weekend to me. What's going on, his wifey? How is everyone doing? Man, good vibes today. Good vibes this morning. I hope General Measy, just another manic Monday. Yeah, I mean, it certainly is manic out there. But luckily, for at least the next hour and a half, we're going to keep it in here. We're going to keep it to sports, and we're just going to keep the vibes up, get some good giveaways going on. And a quick reminder, I'm going to remind you guys quite a bit as the show goes on. We have a Twitter, and this is the last day to hop in on our insane giveaway. Hop on over on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it. Give us a follow at SuncoastSports_. We will be announcing a winner later today, later tonight. I should be getting some more details on exactly when we are going to announce that winner, but it's a box of 2024 Bowman Draft Hobby. We'll be giving it away to one of our lucky Twitter followers at SuncoastSports_. And that announcement will be coming a little bit later today. So hop on over there, give us a follow. But my goodness, do we have a ton going on. By the way, Jason will be joining me in just a few minutes. It was Jason's birthday over the weekend, so if you did not already wish him a happy birthday, please give a little happy birthday to Jason whenever he comes on over. But my goodness, do we have quite the list of topics to get to from over the weekend. First and foremost, I mean, what I want to open with, what I want to talk a good amount about is the Final Four and the NCAA College Basketball Championship that will be taking place tonight. But I mean, what's up, Go Blue? Honestly, I want to do a lot of talking about what took place over the weekend in the college basketball Final Four. I know a lot of people were complaining about this tournament going into the Final Four, but I better not be hearing too many complaints. Alexander Ovechkin breaks the all-time goals record in the NHL. For those who know, I am not a hockey guy, but I kind of wanted to understand, like, what the hell this means in baseball terms and football terms. Like, wow, it just seems crazy to me that we had a record as big as that get broken over the weekend. And, of course, you know, this is, I don't know if I'll say first and foremost, but at this time of the year, this will continue to be a baseball show. I know a lot of you, that's your number one sport. We've been waiting so long for this to start, I was going to say kicking off, but I guess pitching off, if you will, in the MLB. Tons to get to in the MLB today. And, I just want to get right into it here. What a weekend, especially in college basketball. And why not? And of course, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. this morning, last night, I want to say around midnight, $500 million, 14 years. He will be in Toronto for the foreseeable future. I would say 14 years would certainly be the foreseeable future. For me, it's 2040. I can't think beyond 11 a.m. this morning, let alone 2040 for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But let's review the insane. It's an absurd contract, good or bad, Ledoux. I don't really have an issue with it. There are some more numbers I will share for you in a second about that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. contract. I want to give Jason, he'll be joining me in a second, a chance to respond. I know him being a New York Yankees fan, he had his eyes on Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but not quite, at least for the time being. But let's talk Final Four, baby. My goodness, the play we all want to talk about here is the foul. We got to talk about the foul, and there's no reason to dance around it here. Look, if you've been living under a rock, guess he doesn't want to ever be a legend. Jays will continue to be mid. 14 years, though, Ledoux. In 14 years, you can make a lot of changes in 14 years would be the one thing I would say about that. But, yeah, I mean, look, get that bag. I can't really blame a guy. It's not like a Christian Campbell contract. $500 million is $500 million. Godzilla, you said it. What foul? I didn't see one either. This was it. It is one of the worst calls you've ever seen in my life. I mean, there is nothing to this. I am someone who I needed Houston to win this game. Like if Florida wins tonight, I will be winning my bracket pool because I needed Houston to win. If Duke won this game, I was out of my bracket pool. I was rooting for Houston as hard as I could. And this is maybe one of the worst fouls, maybe one of the worst calls in any game I have seen in my entire freaking life. I don't understand in what world this is a foul at all in any form of the manner. Even 13 is like, yep, there you go, totally a foul. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do feel bad for Cooper Flagg. Like he's going to be rich beyond belief. I think he's going to be a stud in the NBA. But the way his college career ending on this play, to me, is an absolute shame. I mean, Cooper Flagg had an awesome tournament, scored 27 points, an efficient 27. It is a travesty. And to be honest, Flanny, I will sit here and eat it up. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love the fact that Houston came back and won this game. But oh my word, this is one of the worst calls I've ever seen in any moment. Like, I'm trying to think, someone give me another, like, comparison. Like, this is Nicole Roby Coleman. What was that, the NFC Championship? NFC Divisional Round? I can't remember what it was. The blatant pass interference. How about them Phillies, Brandon Brittingham? Yes. Like, Big Dog, like, when it comes to just blatant, like injecting yourself into the game, like, there are some times where there will be no calls. And like, oh, how could you miss that call? I guess, now that I mention it, the Nicole Roby Coleman call was a no call. I just, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of, like, a worse moment. Now, let me flip it back the other way real quick, because I don't want to take any of the credit away from Houston, right? This Houston team fought, they clawed back. We were playing the clips on our last show on Friday saying, hey, if Houston wins this game, it's going to be because of their grit. It is going to be because of their toughness. And we saw all of that come back to play. What's up, Dodgers can't be beat? Hello, you know? Sorry, I don't mean to rub it in on a Monday, but come on. When the Titans take the series from the Dodgers, I got to puff my chest out a little bit here. Happy Monday. The Chiefs-Eagles call was bad. Oh, Mav, you're talking about SMS. Good morning. The 2022 Super Bowl, the James Bradbury holding. That is actually a good example. And even as an Eagles fan, I think I will say this call was worse. I mean, I think this call was worse. Having said that, even if that call isn't made, there is a good chance that Houston ends up winning this game, right? Like, I don't think that's impossible. I'll play this again, by the way. I played this clip on Friday, and you saw this happen with a minute and a half of this game. But this is, in case you missed it on Friday, I played this. This is a normal Houston practice. These are just clips from Houston practices showing their physicality, how they chase the ball on loose balls in practice. This is what you saw from Houston from probably, what was it, the 2.5 minute mark. I want to say around the 2.5 minute mark. Score was, I think, 64-55. Houston was losing. I cannot believe they came back and won this game. Like, I really cannot. A little trip inside my mind, by the way. I was watching this game in bed. I was pretty tired. PT Moss, it's like the last biscuit at Red Lobster. They all just want it. And that is how they played in the final 2.5 minutes. Like, you got to credit Kelvin Sampson. These guys were ready to go. They never got scared. They never believed that they couldn't come back. And it was really fantastic to watch. A trip inside my mind, by the way. I'm in bed watching this game. It's, I don't know, minute and a half to go. I hear a car, and I see police lights go off right outside my house. I live in a lovely neighborhood, by the way. You know what I mean? Good old West Chase, Florida. I don't know if you want to Google the crime rate. I'm sure it is very low. I hear the squeak, and for some reason, I peek out the window, and I'm like, oh my God, there's 8 cop cars in my neighborhood. And I, like, low-key missed this comeback because I thought this game was over. All of a sudden, there's 8 cop cars in my neighborhood. I'm like, bang, get over here. What's going on? Every sports talk show's hosts, I'm missing this here, SMS. I don't know what autocorrect hit you with. What's going on, Palooza? But, like, I'm seeing this technical foul call. The guy in Houston reaches over the line. Who bailed you out? Yeah, CJ, it was not me. I still can't. Oh, yeah, in bed watching this game. It's true. It's true. That'll be me tonight as well. No, that's a good point. Yeah. Regardless, I was just cop watching, J-Lo. But it's true. You see 8 cops in your suburban, neighborhood. It's a 7-point game or whatever it is with 30 seconds left. I can't help myself. I thought this game was over. I start watching the cops. Next thing I know, I look up and I forget who it was on Houston. SMS, I live in a suburb. I live in a very, like, low-crime suburb. So when there's 6 cop cars in my neighborhood and Houston's down 6 with 40 seconds left after committing a technical, I legitimately thought this game was over. So hand up. That's on me. I did obviously go back and watch the rest. And, I mean, I ended up seeing the last 30 seconds and whatnot. But, like, this is one of the best games, one of the best weekends. Well, SMS, it's true. My buddy was telling me that as well. Roscoe, what's going on? Congrats on the win this weekend, by the way, Roscoe. Good to see you in here. Man, I guess your day's just wrapping up on a Monday. But regardless, one of the best games I've ever seen. I mean, like, the whole game. Chucky, Hillsborough County is always on cuffs. My buddy just said that, too, because I was looking to get my license. Chucky, I am sorry about Auburn. I apologize to you about Auburn. I will cash in. That's all right. That's all right. I will be talking about it. Good to see you in here, Chucky. I hope you've been doing well. But I am sorry about Auburn, sir. I, on the other hand, I'm riding high. I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, you any fancy restaurants you want to go to? Because I feel so good about Florida. Give me Florida. Give me Florida tonight. I'll give a little higher breakdown. But if Florida wins, I win my bracket pool tonight, and then I doubled down tonight. I did not do what. Let's see what SMS is saying. Wait, what do we got here? Wait, what's going on? Ashley was ripping yesterday. SMS. Holy crap! I can't keep up. I can't keep up. What's even going on around here? Good Lord, man. I'm gonna have to learn more about that. What? Okay. This is news to me. Shout out Ashley. Tip of the cap to Ashley real quick. You know, as I always say, I think that's the shine of a, oh man, CJ Slabs, I gotta go back and watch in the archives here. What did I miss this weekend? What's going on, Loaded? Good to see you back in here. If your boss will do the dirty work, that's how you know they're a good boss. Always respect that. Anyways, going to the Final Four here, though. Continuing with the Final Four here. Obviously, Houston beats Duke in an insane comeback. There was a point in that game where I think Duke had a 98% chance of winning. Now, something I do want to make very clear, and I'm curious what you guys think about this as well. How much blame am I placing on Cooper Flagg? I am going close to 0. What's up, ZK? Good morning, ZK. Shout out ZK for that Jesus Luzardo Cy Young future, by the way. Talk a little bit about Jesus Luzardo and a little baseball in just a second. No, don't you freaking dare give Cooper Flagg the Keith Van Horn, that Sixers legend, Keith Van Horn to UCJ Slabs. I mean, he committed the go-ahead foul and missed the winning shot. Mav, okay. If Penny Pinchon, oh boy, wait, what's the missed opportunity? Are you saying that that's just kind of the look back on Flagg's career, just an all-in-all missed opportunity to like, because to your point, Penny Pinchon, if that is what you're saying, yeah, okay. He would have gone down as, I mean, he still is going to go down, bang. He's going to go down as one of the greatest college players ever, I think, just in terms of hype. But you're right, CJ. I think there's always going to be he won't be Christian Laettner. He won't be Tyler Hansbrough. He won't be, I don't know, I was going to say Jimmer, but Jimmer is more of like a folk legend. I mean, look, here's the other thing, though. If you're a great college legend, that usually means you weren't that great of a pro ball player. Like, the easy solution for him is to just go kick butt in the NBA. And, you know, I'm sure while we're sitting out by the water cooler, all at the bar, we'll talk about this Duke-Houston game. Because, I mean, let's be honest, I think this is going to be one of the most talked about games when we look back on all-time Final Fours, all-time college basketball games. Can't anymore. He could have if he hits that shot. I don't blame him, like, almost at all. I really don't. Like, does that make... I hope that doesn't make me soft. This dude performed in pretty much every single game, put up 27 points. He did not have a ton of help in this game. Where was Tyrese Proctor in this game? You know what I mean? Like, he was not the one making the bad inbound passes. He was not the one turning the ball over. I think it was Tyrese Proctor who just kind of dribbled the ball out of bounds with a minute and a half left, up 7 or 8 points. So, listen, could he have made that shot? Yes. Mav, technically, did he commit the go-ahead foul? Yes, but come on, Mav, don't do that. That was not a foul. That was not a foul. We are not going to put that on Cooper Flagg. He has every right to be pissed. What do you guys think about the shot as well? Because I've heard mixed things. I've heard a lot of people who were saying, get that ISO NBA kind of play out of here. And I understand that, right? Like, you look at Houston's game in the Elite Eight against Purdue. The way that Kelvin Sampson drew up that inbound play was perfect. But Penny nails it. If you've been watching Duke all season, if you've been watching Cooper Flagg, that is one of his like go-to shots. He's so good at that shot. He makes it all the time. I have no problem with that call. It just sometimes goes in. This time he's a little bit short. Maybe it's like a fatigue thing, you know? I mean, what was it? 15 seconds left in the game. It was a tough shot. It looked good. You know, if it goes in, Houston could still win. And also, if he doesn't foul, Houston can still easily go down that floor and win. Regardless, like, it was an amazing game. I really don't blame Cooper Flagg. I think the Cooper Flagg stock is way up. And by the way, I have this picture pulled up for a reason. Because the Cooper Flagg stock is way up. Have we seen how much these cards are going for, by the way? Anyone seen this? Now, on Saturday, I kept pushing off. Went to 3 different Walmarts on Saturday. And one Target, maybe even 2 Targets. Could not get my hands on a box of Bowman U Chrome. Couldn't get my hands on it because I was going Cooper Flagg chasing. Have we seen how much a base Cooper Flagg Bowman first, by the way, sticker auto on this thing? Any guesses? I'll give a second. I'll take a nice prolonged sip of water. Anyone seen this? Maverick says 3K. Penny says 1K. No clue. $1,400. This was yesterday morning, by the way. So this was after the loss. $1,400 on a Bowman first Cooper Flagg sticker auto. And there's been an argument going on back here behind the scenes here with my guys who are working. What's up, Rect? The 2 Austins over here. We were having an argument before the show. Now, they were saying to me that this is stupid. Because once he gets drafted in the NBA, once his Prism cards come out, whatever, once the NBA autos come out for Cooper Flagg, this card won't be worthless, but it's not going to become his most valuable card. My argument is if this guy gets drafted by the Washington Wizards, if this guy gets drafted by the Utah Jazz, I feel like this card might be more valuable. I don't know. Maybe it's just about me. And Penny says he's coming back to Duke. I'd say there's a 3% chance it happens. I'll give you a 3% chance that he goes back to Duke. People were paying $10,000 for Mercury. CJ, help me out with that. What do you mean by Mercury exactly? I'm not too into the scene of basketball cards. I'll be honest. It's like my least comfortable. Basketball and hockey. I'm more of a baseball and football. But $10,000 for Mercury. But Duke sucks. Says Easy Company. What's more iconic, though? What brand of basketball is more iconic? The Washington Wizards. Oh, Wemby product? Okay. I was going to say. That's why I was confused. If you were talking about Cooper Flagg. It's a good point. He might get his own product when you put it like that. What's a more iconic brand? The Washington Wizards, the Utah Jazz, or Duke basketball? Now, I am not saying this with all confidence. I'm not saying this like you're an idiot if you think it's going to be less, or excuse me, if you think that his NBA cards are going to be worth more. But I do believe, depending on where he gets drafted, these Duke cards could stand the test of time and be just as valuable, if not more valuable. Like, I can't think in the recent, if he's in a Bullets jersey, count me in. I mean, that's the thing. He's going to be in a Wizards jersey. It is just such a blah brand. What if he stays with the team that drafts him? That impacts it more than Duke. No, I think that's fair, easy. I wouldn't have even known the Wizards were a team if it weren't for Michael Jordan. Hey, CJ, what happened on auctions? Guessing no one could talk about it. Not sure what that means. Gonna back off that one, RF. My name is Josh, by the way. But nonetheless, Flagg could be the Washington Wizard. I mean, I guess that's true. What's going on, Ski Doop? Miss you, man. I guess that is true. He could be the Washington Wizard. I just feel like he is the most iconic college basketball player in my lifetime, right? Like, they don't like dollar spots. I guess I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Most legendary wizard of all time. Making my argument why he goes back. Oh, okay. Penny says he goes back. I don't think he goes back. I think if he goes back, it makes him lose respect from a lot of people. It would make me lose a little bit of respect for him. So explain this in baseball terms. That's a great question, Ladue. I don't think there is any explanation in baseball terms. It's so weird. I mean, maybe in football terms. RF saying he should go back. Nah, he can't go back. Paul Skeens, yes, I guess, Cloud. Like, yeah, he's not Paul Skeens. He's not Paul Skeens. I'll tell you that much. So your favorite prospect gets drafted by the Blue Jays. Skeens getting drafted by the Rockies. Huh. Okay, that's true. I mean, Skeens getting drafted by the Pirates is like as bad as it gets. I mean, Rockies are RF. You took the words out of my mouth. I was kind of gonna beat around that one. Losing respect for a guy trying to go back for a redemption run instead of money grab to go to DC. Penny, it just, to me, I don't like it when, if a guy's talent, right? If you would be the first overall pick in the NBA, why would you prolong taking that next step in your career? You get what I'm saying, Penny Pinchin? I understand your point as well. It just, to me, it's like, that's the next step in this life. You know what I mean? Why would you, reclassify a year early to get in college just to come back a year? You know, guys work their whole life to try to be the first overall pick. Why would you want to go back? And B-Lev, right, that's what I'm saying, though. His value can only go down. The only thing that could happen next year, if he played, like, he was already going to be the number 1 overall pick. MF says it. He could get hurt next year. For whatever reason, you saw what happened to Markelle Fultz, remember? He was the first overall pick. He forgot to shoot. And I'm not saying that's going to happen with Cooper Flagg. It just, I don't understand why he would do it. I wouldn't love the move. In the past, injuries make sense. He's going to be first next year anyways. NIL can pay him just as much. Maybe that's true, Penny. And I read this article a couple months ago. It hypothesized that Duke could raise, give or take, $8 million to pay Cooper Flagg. Now, obviously, who knows, right? It's Duke. They probably have endless money. He would make around $12 to $13 million as the first overall pick in the NBA draft. So maybe NIL can match it, but it's not like it's the MLB, right, where you get a signing bonus and then you end up making $75,000. I think that's like what Jack Caglione's getting. Flagg would be making like a solid $12, $13 million. It's not as quite extreme. If ever someone would stay as the first, it would be now. That's true, though, too, Penny. That is true, too. I'm not going to disagree with that. This is the first time that it's ever been in the realm of possibility. Doesn't he have a shoe deal now? I would imagine he does. I mean, yeah, he definitely. Just saw this on Topps.com. 2025 Bowman Baseball will be available for pre-order on April 9th at noon Eastern. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. It is April 7th. Damn. All right. Good to know, Rect. Thanks for shouting that out, because it's hard to... that stuff flies off. I tell you what. Same as last year? Cool. Appreciate that update, Rect. Appreciate that update. Bowman, just Bowman flagship, normal Bowman. Yeah, April 9th at noon Eastern. Yeah, man, that's the basic kind of Cooper Flagg recap. I do want the story to be a little bit more about Houston and Kelvin Sampson. I mean, it is so good to see Houston in the Final Four and then in the championship. That comeback was amazing. Cooper Flagg, it won't be. Cooper Flagg, I mean, it's been fun. Are we all on the same page, though? The number 1 college basketball player in the last 20 years? 20 years? I mean, I can't think of anyone else. Jimmer Fredette comes to mind. I don't know. Steph? Yeah, but Mav, Steph, like, I don't think Steph best. I mean, me too, Pinch. Like, CJ, as in CJ McCollum? When he beat Duke? CJ McCollum. Like, I'm trying to think of anyone who just, beginning to end was just so exciting in college. Tyler Hansbrough, probably. It's the IQ. Penny, it's everything he does. It's honestly everything he does. Like, shooting isn't Christian. I mean, for B-Lev, and how late are we going back with that one? Right? Like, I'm thinking JJ Redick, but JJ Redick was a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? He could just shoot. It's got to be over 20 years, and I'm glad we can appreciate it because it is a hell of a trick. And he's got some pretty good tricks right now, too. But, yeah, I'm just racking my brain. Like this has been a really fun tournament. That's like 32 years. It's true. So 32 years since we've seen a player like this polarizing, this legit. Now, last year when I was doing Philly radio, someone during March Madness said, like, all in all, that they hadn't been in college basketball. That is true, Mav. You're right about that. Zach Edey does need to be mentioned. AJ says Tim Duncan was by far the best college player I've ever seen. Wake Forest. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wake Forest, Tim Duncan? When would that have been? Late 90s, I believe? Marcus Camby. All right, these are some good shouts here. trying to think of someone else. Because, Matt, like, you're right. Steph Curry, when you see his highlights were great, but, like, it wasn't, like, 3 or 4 years of, like, everyone being like, oh, my God, look at this guy. It's Jimmer. Kemba was fun, but even Kemba, that was just, like, a one tournament run. Just in terms of, like, being insanely... Jameer, are you talking about Jameer Nelson? Jameer Nelson at St. Joe's? And Delonte West? Yeah, now we're talking. But, I remember, if you don't have the jump to dunk, you do not qualify. Hasheem Thabit, he's on that list too, pinching. I remember doing a show, and I was producing it. The host was saying, oh, pistol piece. I mean, but Breezy, like that goes to show how amazing this Cooper Flagg run. I mean, I guess the other name that comes to mind is Ben Simmons, but he couldn't even make the tournament. But, I mean, it goes to show. Did this get any of you guys, like, more into college basketball as a whole? Because I did a show last year, and the host was saying... I am out on college basketball. I haven't been interested in college basketball. And I feel like Cooper Flagg was one of the first times that so many people kind of came out of the woodwork. And if Cooper Flagg was on TV, it was must-watch TV pretty much all year. Ben Simmons not even in the conference. Adam Morrison is a great shout, Jay Breezy. One of the best calls in sports history. Gus Johnson. Heartbreak City. Gonzaga, UCLA. What was that? Sweet 16 or Elite 8? Oh, I love Gus Johnson. We got to get him back calling March Madness here. But man, didn't realize we were going to spend the first 20, 25 minutes talking about Cooper Flagg. I know he was a big topic, but 1 minute to go here. Oh, Breezy. I wrote my college essay pretty much on Gus Johnson. I swear, that's what got me into Syracuse. Did not go to Syracuse, by the way. Pat on the back right there. T for Temple U right here. I went to Temple. But I swear, my Gus Johnson soliloquy was a big part of what got me into Syracuse there. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Wouldn't the best college player be someone like Shaq or another one and done? Yeah, probably CJ. And I mean, I think that goes to show, you know, why he should be a one and done. Quickly, I want to get a trivia question in here so we can get our slab or no slab giveaway. Penny Pinchin, I don't know if you're new to the program. I apologize. Just haven't seen your name too in here. In case you are new to the program, we are running a little thing we call slab or no slab here, y'all. In case you missed it, 125 or 50. Mally, what's going on, Mally? It's been a minute. Good to see you. And I said since Christian Laettner, which goes to show you like how awesome it was to have a guy like Cooper Flagg just take over the sport for a year. Something I do want to get to eventually. LPG, what's going on? Ovi, hello. We just spent 30 minutes pretty much talking about Cooper Flagg. Alexander Ovechkin broke the goal record over this weekend, which is just crazy. Like, I need someone to explain that to me. Slab is actually right with that. Caitlin Clark, too. Someone needs to explain this Ovechkin record to me in other sport terms. But nonetheless, it's very easy in my mind who has the basketball points. We know it's LeBron, and baseball home runs. We know it's Barry Bonds. And I know this is going to be an easy one, right? I'm going to start the week with a softball here. But NFL. Quickly get this one up. Most touchdowns scored in NFL history. Gonna get this one up real quick. I know this will be easy. Hopefully. I'll be honest, I didn't really know this one. Just not a record that I ever paid attention to. All right, getting this up here. Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, LaDainian Tomlinson, and let's see here. Oh yeah, Walter Payton. Those are your options. Those are your choices here. Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, LT, and Walter Payton. Poll is up, and based on this chat, it's actually harder than I thought it was going to be. I think we're going to get this right. But I saw a bunch of different answers at first. Most touchdowns scored in NFL history is the question. Most touchdowns scored in NFL history. I never knew this one. It just was a record that I never really cared about, never really paid attention to. But I feel like it's so easy. In baseball, home runs is Bonds. NBA just became LeBron for most points scored. There we go. Good. Jerry Rice. Emmitt Smith is second. I think LaDainian Tomlinson is third. Walter Payton's not even on the top 5. I forget who the rest. Randy Moss might be fourth. Yes, Penny. That's why I said touchdowns scored. It is Jerry Ados, as Mally is saying there. All right, love it. So let's get this giveaway up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Gibby's going up. 15 minutes on the clock. If this is your first time here, slab or no slab, we do this every single weekday. 10 a.m., we do a little quick trivia question for the fam. If we all collectively get that right, we will give away a card. 125 or 50, but guy holding the ball in the end zone. You got it, Cloud. You got it. Second most receiving yards after 40-year-olds. Real question is, Penny, who is the most receiving yards after 40-year-olds? Because that's a crazy stat if he does it. Well, Penny, why are you saying second most then? Oh, that is actually insane. I don't think I had ever heard that stat before. That is an awesome stat. All right. I'm going to have to remember that one next time. Nevertheless, what's going on, J-Mac? 1-8. Sorry, J-Mac. Love you, man. Have to. Sticking with the college basketball here real quickly. Man, there is just way too much to get to today. Gotta love a weekend show. His name is Walter Clayton Jr. His name is Walter freaking Clay Jr. This has been the year of Cooper Flagg. But I tell you what, this has been the tournament of Walter Clayton Jr. The last player to score 30-plus points in the Elite Eight and the Final Four since Larry Bird. I mean, there's elite company to be in, and then there's what Walter Clayton Jr. is doing right now. I'll show you the other stats. By the way, Ledoux, are you kidding me? Can we talk about Jacob Wilson still yet to strike out? I had no idea about that one, Ledoux. Let me copy and paste that and make sure I don't forget that for either later today or tomorrow, because holy crap, Ledoux, I did not know that. All right, hold on. I'm putting that in the video reset. Oh, yeah. Too much going on, man. This is an exciting day. His name is John Cena. That's a great reference, Mally. Look at this historical stat, too. I told you the Larry Bird stat. Look at the other names on this list. This is the company that Walter Clayton Jr. is in. Larry Bird, Jerry West, and Wilt Chamberlain. Whoever this Clyde guy is, he's a hell of a ball player. I've never heard of him before. But, Birdie, what's going on, Birdie? I lock Walter up. You get out of here now, Birdie. Ain't nobody locking Walter Clayton Jr. up these days. It's actually insane. Pinching. The last time I saw that play, I was playing my college roommate in 2K Blacktop. You know what I mean? Guys don't do that. At this stage of sports, let alone the Elite Eight in March Madness. It was straight out of 2K. There's no doubt about it. But seriously, this is a guy. Now, there's been a lot of conversation here. Joker had 50. What are you talking about, Slabs? You talking about Nikola Jokic? He didn't play college ball last I checked. But regardless, Walter Clayton Jr., are you serious, Maverick? All right, nonetheless, it was a good stat, Ledoux. I liked it. Sticking here with Walter Clayton Jr. A lot of talk about the transfer portal. I've heard a lot of lazy talk about NIL and the transfer portal, okay? Because I think there are two sides to this coin. One, is all one seed Final Four a good thing on the outside? I would say no. I wasn't thrilled when I saw all one seeds in the Final Four either. But we watched these games this weekend, and ladies and gentlemen, in my life, I can't remember a better back-to-back final. Usually you get to this point, and then you get a couple blowouts. Maybe there's a game kind of close. Two amazing back-to-back games here this weekend. And what I love is Walter Clayton Jr. He started his career at Iona, an MAAC team. They play in New Rochelle, New York. So there's a lot of complaints about NIL and the transfer portal. What a treat it is that we get to see Walter Clayton Jr. I don't. Jason's with me. I don't know. He said he was going to join me in 15 minutes. But I guess maybe he's like, all right, Josh is cooking. Let Josh cook. But Jason might be joining me soon. Maybe he won't be. I don't know. It's all right. Still I rise. But Walter Clayton Jr. started his career at Iona. Who recruited Walter Clayton Jr. at Iona, you might ask? Ever heard of a man named Rick Pitino? Rick Pitino, it's crazy. How cool, this career is for Walter Clayton Jr. and how the NIL portal, I don't know if I love it, but the fact of the matter is we are getting to see the best players on the biggest stage. And Rick Pitino and Walter Clayton Jr. actually made the tournament in Clayton's second year. Who'd he play? played against UConn in the first round of the NCAA tournament, scored 15 points against UConn in that tournament game. It just blows my mind to see this guy playing this way. Thank God Pitino not at Florida. He would have benched him down the stretch. No shot, Penny pinching. RJ Lewis, what was he, 1 for 17 in that game? Crazy. I stand with Pitino here. So the question I was wondering was, what's next for Walter Clayton Jr.? I don't believe he's in any of these Bowman U products, unfortunately. But look, if I can get any Walter Clayton Jr., I'm going to be all over it. I read, these are what a couple scouts had to say about Clayton Jr. this weekend. One scout, in general, you don't want to overreact too strongly to the NCAA tournament, but at the same time, it would be crazy not to watch what he's done the last couple of weeks and not view him in a different light. Scout 2, he's had the best 6 weeks of any player in the country and has taken himself from a late second-round pick to a no-brainer first-round pick. Scout 3, he's multiplied his draft stock significantly. What he's showing with his dynamic of a shot creator, that he is not just a shooter and play finisher, he's going to put himself in a spot that we have to talk about him as a lottery-level talent. He looks like Curry. I mean, like, just calling the spade a spade. Guy looks like Curry. I'm not the first guy to say it. Will it hold up in the NBA? Who's to say? But, man, if I'm a team picking high, how can you not pick some Walter Clayton Jr.? I put him in my short list now. There's Jimmer Fredette, there's Buddy Hield, and there is Walter Clayton Jr. Honorable mention to Bronson Koenig. I loved watching him at Wisconsin. But, like, talking about guys who, like, Cooper Flagg, one of the all-time great college players. Then there's these all-time great lists of just, like, insane shooters that you had to stop everything you were doing. Seth looked like Curry. Seth Curry? No, I was talking Steph Curry, but nonetheless, Seth Curry's not that bad either. Tonight's game, Florida against Houston. Line is what, 1.5, I believe. I'll double check if it's still hanging out at 1.5. I need Florida to win. If Florida wins tonight, I win my bracket pool. What's going on, BMI? BMI's got to be feeling pretty dang good today. Check and see if that line moved. Yeah, 1.5. Still at 1.5 Florida. I'm taking Florida. Take him on the money line. BMI. Jason is here. I think they're taking care of business. I'm not sure what's going on. But he did say he was going to join me, but I've been running solo today. Appreciate it, BMI. Sunman says Houston's winning it. I would not be surprised at all if Houston ends up winning tonight. Don't get me wrong, but I'm picking Florida. I've picked up my bracket, had Florida beating Houston in the championship. Little pat on the back tonight. So I'm going to stick with Florida beating Houston in the championship. It is not like my most confident play of all time because I think it's the way Houston plays defense, the way their tenacity, their experience. Kelvin Sampson. Oh, I want Kelvin Sampson to win a championship. Just not tonight. Any other year, damn right they're hungry, son, man. And typically, if you've watched the show before, I have one of my number one rules in gambling is when a team wins by an insane miracle, a crazy win, I always fade them the next game. I call it the Minneapolis Miracle Theorem. I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. But I wonder if this qualifies. Because is there anything miracle about a team just being hungry, gritty, playing great defense, and not giving up till the final whistle? No, there's not. I think it would be disrespectful to Houston to call their win over Duke a miracle. So I'm going to say that does not apply. But nonetheless, I'm still going to go with Florida. More talented. Even Houston's defense, I don't know if they're going to be able to stop Walter Clayton Jr. Having said that, Florida has looked like the worst team for 38 minutes in 3 straight games in this NCAA tournament, I would say. Should have lost to UConn, should have lost to Texas Tech, and hell, they probably should have lost to Auburn for most of that game. They still pull it out. I'm not sure if that's going to fly tonight against Houston. You're going to need to play a lot tougher, a lot more physical. But I heard Craig talking about it to close his late night show here. Houston and Florida, you cannot do much better in terms of the rebounding category tonight. That is going to be a fun matchup to watch. Ultimately, I'm going to go with Florida, but if you're picking this game tonight, I don't think you should touch the spread. One team to win or one team to lose. This game might come down to 1.5, 1 point. I got to look at that point total in this one. It's got to be a weird point total. I think it's going to be a fairly low scoring game. I would be surprised if both teams crack 70. 141. That's a really good point too, son, man. Houston is almost like having home court advantage. It's a great point. I mean, Florida, they will travel too. I think it'll be pretty split. Son, man, I got to imagine it's probably going to be probably 65-35 Houston, I would say. Because if you're just there as a fan, right? Like if you're just there to watch the game, kind of like Super Bowl-esque, oh, this is just an event for me, you're probably going to be rooting for Houston, right? If I didn't have Florida winning in my bracket tonight, like I want money. I want to take the missus out to a fancy dinner with my bracket money. You know what I mean? Better believe I'm rooting for Florida tonight. Any other year, I would be rooting for Houston 100%. So if you're neutral, you're rooting for Houston. And I do think there will be mostly Houston fans. But come on, Florida's not too far either. Huge fan base, huge alma mater. There's going to be a lot of Florida fans there as well. I went to 3 different bars, by the way. Couldn't get a seat. Couldn't get into 3 bars. Everyone was jam-packed here down in Tampa supporting those Gators. It was a good scene. But all in all, going with Florida, I want to see a great game. And I think we're going to be in for one tonight. But yeah, there you go. That'll have it. Kind of a March Madness recap. There he is. There he is, Jason. Good morning, man.
Good morning.
Dude, I am like kind of out of breath. I have just been going on and on and on and on and on. It's been a good time, man. Real quick, Jason's here. What's up? Mally says he's out. Hoping it will be one of the best championship games in history. We've been spoiled, son, man. We've been spoiled. A lot of complaints about the NIL this tournament. I think everyone has kind of taken a step back. This has been awesome. Show up when you want to. No, I'll vouch for him. This guy, I heard this guy here at 9 a.m. this morning, all right? He has business to take care of.
I was just eating my breakfast sandwich,
He's a real Wait, you're eating your breakfast sandwich? Funny you mentioned that because there's something I wanted to bring up on the show. But until then... how was your birthday, man? How was your birthday this weekend?
Birthday
What's
was
going
good,
on?
dude. We had a fun birthday break. Austin Wells 101, Jordan Lawler
Let's
101.
go, dude.
It was a nice break. That was really all I did. Like people were like, "Oh, what'd you do for your birthday?" All my friends were back home. I'm like, "I have a double Swamp King break."
That sounds about
I was
right.
like, "Yeah, that's my birthday."
12 years old, what a big boy. 25 years old?
25 years old.
All right, there we
25
go.
years old. Crazy.
Man, one more year until that insurance be hitting. You know, I'm still
Yep.
on the little parents as well. Before we moved on, though, did you have a reaction? I know you were here Saturday night, right? It was Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday.
So did you get to watch March Madness and all that good stuff?
We were mid-break when the Duke collapse happened, and I have to say, as a Syracuse fan, I'm sitting there like, let's go. Like, yes.
Dude, it was awesome. It was
I
awesome.
love watching Duke fail. I love watching Duke fail on a colossal level. I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and that's just like fandom. Now, that being said, the call was terrible, and that call should never happen.
It was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
I don't think it affects... Oh, yep. Do we have a picture of the breakfast sandwich?
So there's something I saw this morning, and I wanted to do some interrogative journalism here. All right?
Are we calling out my order?
No, I'm not calling out your order.
It was
I'm not
a
calling out your
fantastic
order.
sandwich.
I bet it was. I was just a little confused. 25, damn, got married at the age. Son, you got married at 25? I'm sure my girlfriend would like to hear that. So I know we're about to pivot a bunch of places. This is the Jason's here. We're going to be silly for about 5 minutes, then get back to some baseball. Me and Cassie, we got our 6-year anniversary. Like we started dating in college, and I was like, what do you want to do for 6 years? And she just looks at me and she's like, I don't know, get married? And I was like,
and for that reason, I'm out.
And I was like, yeah, I think I knew that coming when I asked you what do you want to do. But regardless, I walk in here. Yeah, I know, Rex. I should have saw that one coming. Gotta sell the PC for the ring. Yeah, my Bryson Stott Bowman card. I don't know if that's really going to be getting the job done, but nonetheless, this is where we discuss going our separate ways.
You should propose with a Diamond Icons relic.
Yeah. I'm sure Cassie, who could name 2 Eagles players even after living with me for 6 years, would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I walk in here this morning, and I see a delicious-looking Einstein Bagels order.
It's a good place.
And it's a great place. Their breakfast sandwiches are fantastic. I see this just sitting out here on the counter. And can we see? I can't zoom in on this for whatever reason. Can we see?
Even mine?
Well,
Yes, it is. Okay, I doubled down. This is old. This is an old order.
Well, and so this is what I want to get to. I see April 5th. I see 1:22 p.m. All right? So I go and I check the schedule. Who was working? And then I'm like, wait a second. It says Jason. There's only one Jason that works here. Sitting out a half Texas brisket breakfast sandwich from Saturday at 1 o'clock. It was DoorDashed here.
It was DoorDashed.
This breakfast sandwich
to my apartment. To be fair, it was DoorDashed to my apartment. I ate the first sandwich. I ate half of the second one.
Wait.
Brought it in to eat mid-show.
Okay.
And left it there.
Real quick, who wins this giveaway? Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. M. McMahon taking it down. You're not saved by the slab or no slab giveaway, all right? We are getting back to this.
I didn't expect it.
We're getting back to this. Come on, Josh. Get it together. There we go. Congratulations to you, M. McMahon. Let's see what you're taking down. All right, give me 1 second here to pull this up. Because the second I saw this when I walked in today, I was like, we got to do some investigative journalism here. This is absolutely unacceptable here.
This is going to be a message in the Discord saying, Jason, throw out your food. And it should be.
Well, no. The message isn't, Jason, throw out your food. The message is, Jason, eat your food. Or put it in the fridge and let me eat it.
Connie also DoorDashed Chick-fil-A that same day. So he got a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So that ended up being my show.
All right. Hold that thought. Let's see what M. McMahon is taking down. Good luck, M. McMahon. Let's see it. 125 or 50. We know what we're looking for in terms of a slab. Come on, McMahon. Give me something crazy. 11. Jimmy Rollins. What do we got? 11. Yo! It's actually a really nice card. Austin Reeves on the white sparkle.
That'll play.
Dude, Austin Reeves, sometimes I forget he's actually a good basketball player.
He's a great basketball player.
There's just so many memes about him, I feel like, you know what I mean? That I
he's
forget
super profitable for player props.
Really?
Threes.
All right, here you go. This is Austin Reeves on the Premier White Sparkle. That's a really good card.
What's up, BX?
Yes. Austin Reeves on the white sparkle. When M. McMahon, definitely one of the better cards you can hit on this wheel that is not slabbed up already. There we go, M. McMahon. Congratulations to you. And if you're new to the program, guys, we will be doing that again at 10:45 Eastern Daylight Time, just to cover all my bases. But back to the real stuff. All right, back to the real hard-hitting journalism here. All right. Well, I got a problem here. No, Netta knows it. All right,
is this still there?
Oh yeah, this is still there. Because I was like, there's a lot of food that gets left here, and I want to eat it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a foodsman, and I'm a no-wasted foodsman. Over, under $19.50 on your DoorDash order.
Over, yeah.
Okay.
Easy. It was well over 19.
So
it's DoorDash. Find me a DoorDash order under $20.
Oh, I can't, which is why I've never DoorDash food in my entire life.
My order today was over that. Because I had a priority delivered before slab.
Anyways, how can you leave this amazing sandwich? And I'm reading the order too. I'm salivating this morning. Toasted brisket. What is that? Double egg?
Texas brisket, double egg, cheddar jalapeno bagel with cheese.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing.
It was fantastic.
How could it looked like there was more in the bag too? Like
that was the Chick-fil-A that I put in that bag.
How could you leave this, man?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
I was trying to fill breaks. I was trying to fill breaks.
Do you not like eating?
I like filling breaks.
All right. I just can't. At least next time this happens to you.
Hey, my mom says I always had the cleanest room in the house.
Oh no. It's nothing to do with your cleanliness. This has nothing to do with your cleanliness, Jason. I will vouch for that. Jason runs a tight ship over here. On his birthday, he says, no time off for me. I'm grinding out here, running a double Swamp King. It was just... I would have killed to eat that today. You know what I mean? That was all. I just had to grill you this morning. Nevertheless, hey man, how's it going?
Good. Have we
to
talked about Vladdy yet? Did you talk about Vladdy?
I was waiting for you, sir.
All right, I'm glad you did because I want to talk about Vladdy.
All right,
what do you think about the deal? First and foremost, 14 years, $500 million.
14 years, $500 million. It's roughly $36 million. Real quick, it makes him roughly the 11th highest paid player based on average annual value. Mm-hmm. The sandwich is hilarious. The players he's getting paid more of, the three below him,
oh my God,
are Anthony Rendon, Steven Strasburg, and Carlos Correa. Those guys are making $1 million less than him. The guys who are just making a little bit more than him are Garrett Cole, Mike Trout, Blake Snell, and Jacob deGrom. To contextualize where that contract is. When I say that, I think immediately it makes it a little bit better for those who hate the deal when you put it like that.
Are there people that hate the deal?
There's people that hate the deal.
I don't hate the deal.
All right, talk to me then.
14 years, 500. Yes, the number starts with a 5. We were talking about this when there was rumors about it the other night. Like, we had a feeling the number would start with a 5. I think this is one. It's about time the Blue Jays finally paid someone in-house other than Alejandro Kirk, because they extended him before, which was, I think that was kind of just like a move to preface this one. Like, hey, we're committing to players that are already in the organization, so this is more reason for you to sign this deal and more protection in the lineup. Not that Alejandro Kirk is going to hit for the batting title by any means. But again, $500 million, like, you look where he's paid relatively, $500 million in 14 years isn't going to be that big of a deal.
Yep.
I do have concerns with how he ages, and Power does age pretty well. I think the last 4 years of that deal might be kind of gross. Like, his production will drop.
The thing, though, is you could say that about any player.
That's true. You could say
Bryce
that about
Harper,
a lot of players.
right? Like, you can say about anyone, I feel
But
like.
for the next
Breezy says Prince Fielder.
8 years, you're gonna have Vladdy in his prime, who is a top 10 bat in all of baseball, with where he's ranked statistically since, I believe, 2020. He's a top 10 in pretty much every major statistical category, like the 3 counting stats. So, I mean, I like it for Toronto. I don't think that this boosts them. I don't think them re-signing Vladdy increases their chances at a free agent. They've been left at the altar for every single player that they've ever, in what seems like the past 5 years.
50-50, yes, they've been left at the altar, but 2, I question how much they really...
Well, they've had competitive offers for pretty much every single big-time free agent. They're getting a seat at the table.
Competitive offers, but they've never,
They can't close. They can't close the deal.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, as the saying goes. Close only counts in horseshoes.
Exactly.
The
The
Ohtani plane.
The Ohtani plane.
Yeah. I mean, someone brought up Prince Fielder, and it made me wonder how old Prince Fielder was when he signed that deal. What was it, 2012 then when he signed that deal? How old would he have been then? If he's 40 now, when he signed that deal in 2012, quick math here, 13 years ago, oh, man.
You got to do that. Or someone in the chat has to do
27?
that.
Would he have been 27? See, that is something that kind of worries me. Because the argument I was going to make in favor of Vladdy, wow, I never realized that. I thought Fielder was older when he signed that deal. The argument I was going to make for Vladdy is that he's still extremely young. I mean, he just turned 26, I'm pretty sure. So 14
He's coming off
years.
a career year, too.
Coming off a career year. Pinchin asks a decent question. Any chance he puts his feet up now? And I do wonder that, because I was at the first spring training game of the year in Dunedin, and immediately I saw Vladdy and I went, whoa, that guy has slimmed down. Like, this guy came this year.
He did the James Harden. He slimmed down to get his deal, and now he's going to inflate like a balloon.
So
he's going to be DHing by the All-Star break.
It's a good question. It's one that I don't want to answer, but I think it's an answer that will be decided by one thing: wins and losses. Right? If the Blue Jays start to slide, he'll have the he'll have the extra Corona extra. You know what I mean? Like, dude feels like he wants to not work, but you got to roll him out of bed. I don't know, Pinchin. I mean, look, he has natural ability, and sometimes that's a problem. When a guy can, put on some LBs and hit 323 with pop, why would you try to get into shape? You know what I mean? So,
if you're Vladdy, though, why wouldn't you have waited till free agency? If you knew a team like the Mets was going to be in on him in free agency, why wouldn't you have waited and try to get a bigger number than this? Unless you're that secure. And again, at that point, it's like 14 years, 500. Yeah, how do you turn it down? I'd probably take it too.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you? If you've waited all the way to this point, you gave them an ultimatum before the season started. They finally prepare you an offer that you're happy with. I would have took that offer and had every single team that wants to bid on me in free agency. Here's 14 years, $500 million. Yeah. Top this offer, or I'm going back to Toronto. That's what doesn't make sense. Is play the leverage game at least. It's the last contract he'll ever sign.
I mean, here's the thing though. Like, do we just need to give him some credit? Like, not a Jackson Merrill. Oh, I should have had this clip ready to go. You remember what Jackson Merrill said in his clip? He said something about, like, he took a shot at Juan Soto. I had this ready to go on April 3rd. I can actually pull it up. But is it possible that for Vladdy, he actually likes playing? Yeah, Mav, that's the point. Is it possible that a guy who was born in Canada, who, actually,
sure.
Like, and to give him credit, he always said, I don't want the deferred money. They're not close to the deal, which was kind of BS. They were kind of close to the deal when he said they weren't close. He always said he wanted $500 million, not deferred. They gave him $500 million, not deferred, and he took it. I do think you're right. You know what I mean? Like, I do think there's a point that he could have gotten more. But, oh, man, I meant to play this last week. We didn't have time. I love this right here, and I think it relates to this. Real quick, this is Merrill talking about his contract. I got the volume up here. Oh, no. Echo. Pretty much a direct shot at Juan Soto there.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, him talking about going, into the clubhouse and people asking about his personal life. I don't know if I cut that off or not. I was just trying to make sure. No audio, heads up. Oh, there was no audio on that? I thought I had a little audio on that. But regardless, thank you for the heads up.
I feel like that's more a shot at Soto, not Ohtani.
No, that was 1,000,000% a shot at Soto.
That was a Soto shot, yeah, for sure.
But I do think that could have been, part of it is that, maybe he does like it. And Slab says tax rate in Canada could be less. Like, it is $500 million at the end of the day. And there was a good, what do we got here? Someone did the math on adjusted for inflation. This is the second biggest contract for a first baseman ever. Oh, this is the wrong show. That's why I couldn't find it. Here we go. This is an Athletic article. I forget who wrote this. $40 million adjusted for inflation was one of Miguel Cabrera's biggest contract. $40 million per season. $30 to $32 million per season adjusted for inflation. Pujols, Prince Fielder, Mark Teixeira, Joey Votto, Freddie Freeman, Chris Davis, and Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, Chris Davis,
yeah,
yikes.
right? Yeah. Their contracts ended up being around $30 to $32 million. Matt Olson and Eric Hosmer garnered $25 million contracts. Guerrero settles behind Cabrera, but ahead of everyone else. A win for him, considering how his track record fits in that cohort. Add in that he also received the longest contract out of all of those players by 4 years, and this is an outstanding deal for Guerrero that will be viewed as a benchmark for other soon-to-be free agents. So, is he being paid in Canadian dollars because of USD value? It's looking sketch. My buddy texted me this morning saying, I think the deal happened because of the American economy. And I was like, dude, stop. I was like, take your tinfoil hat off.
Yeah,
all right,
I was going to say,
like,
that's insane.
But all in all, I say all this to say, I think it's a win for everyone. You know what I mean? You can make a case negative for both sides. You can make a case negative for the Blue Jays. You can make a case negative for Vladimir Guerrero. But I think you could make a case positive for both. The Blue Jays finally lock up a star after being the run to the litter on pretty much every player for the last 5 years, it feels like. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr., could he have gotten more? Maybe. But also, he goes into free agency, everyone starts saying, you're an overweight first baseman. You know what I mean? Like, there's a dime a dozen first baseman who hits. Tyler Soderstrom. Nick Kurtz could be up next. We'll be talking about him, by the way, in a second.
Actually...
Yeah, baby, yeah. But I'm just saying, like...
Soon.
After this weekend, can we rename this Wheel or No Wheel? Why is that, EB? What do you mean? Take a pick with the Giants are leading the division and the Padres and Dodgers have only lost 2 games. That is crazy, Cold Vicious. No auctions. Oh, were there auctions glitching all weekend or something like that?
I mean, there's still slabs on the wheel, EB. That doesn't change.
Yeah, EB.
That doesn't change.
All wheeling? You're missing me here, EB. It's slab or no slab, and it's here to stay, baby. We've been sitting on this for a while. And I'm not changing. Actually, shout out to Ashley. Ashley came up with the name, slab or no slab. I can't take credit.
The last thing I'll say about the Jays, though, is this doesn't do anything for them long term. They won't win a World Series in the Vladdy era. I just don't think they will ever put together a well-rounded enough roster. I don't see it happening. And the AL East is going to stay really good for a really long time.
Winning championships is hard. Interesting.
Arjun did hit a bomb the other day.
Really? I missed that one.
A bomb.
Odds are he finishes his contract on the Jays.
100%.
100%?
100%.
You think so?
I would guarantee you. Again, they're not going to trade him in his prime. I mean, now you're trading a 14-year, $500 million contract, and once it's towards the back, the later years of his contract, it's going to be hard to move him because he's going to be big boy DHing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, a
lot of people are kind of making the same point here.
And a couple of you have said that, like, I guess he doesn't care about winning. Listen, I get that the Blue Jays aren't a perennial championship contender, but let's not act like he signed in Colorado or Miami. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Blue Jays could. There is a world in which Bowden Francis is a really good pitcher. Kevin Gausman sticks it out. They can get a couple
Tiedemann, you Savage.
Sure, you get a couple more additions.
Pieces.
Bo Bichette all of a sudden turns it around. I mean, he's not hitting for power, but he's hitting.
Bo's gone, though.
What?
I think Bo's gone.
I do too.
Bo will be gone.
But I just let's not act like this is a basement team or a floor team. You could go to the Yankees, you could go to the Dodgers, but then if you go to the Yankees or the Dodgers, we're saying, oh, boo this sucks. Another big team gets a big player. Oh, the Mets, this sucks. The Phillies, this sucks, right? I think that all in all, this is a pretty good middle move. It's good to see a player stay on the same team. I know we talked about that with Merrill. All in all, I'm happy about it. They're literally playing in a Yank Spring Training Stadium, the Rays. Yeah, Penny, I know you're new to the program. I actually went and I hated it. What was your perspective on it, by the way?
How did you hate it? Okay, we saw Paul Skeens versus the Rays. Mm-hmm. I had a great time.
Really?
I absolutely loved it. I was watching baseball. The weather was great. Again, you put me in a baseball stadium, I'm happy. It's like giving a kid an iPad. You put me in a baseball stadium and you give me Hard Rock Sportsbook in my hands.
Yeah?
I'm a kid in a candy shop. I had the best time in the world.
You also saw a standalone game on a Wednesday at 1 and Paul Skeens. It
wasn't a standalone game because I had other games going.
Okay.
I was full degen mode at Wednesday at 3 o'clock.
I saw Rockies Rays Saturday at 4. It was a 2-1 finish. It was so, the game itself was boring. There was no frills. There was no
we're talking
bells
about
and
thrills
whistles.
like you're going to like the X Games. What?
I want frills.
How could they improve your stadium experience here? We had the mascot running on the dugout, and I was pissed I couldn't see the at bat.
I wish the mascot was running on the dugout for me.
Don't give me that Savannah Bananas.
I need showmanship.
Theatrics.
I need some showmanship at my game. No, and I don't want banana ball.
Baseball.
I want it in between. I want some fun games on the Jumbotron. I want the kids doing crazy. I want flossing. I want the Rizzler. You know what I mean?
The Rizzler, yeah.
Come on, where's the Rizzler, Tampa? I just get off my lawn. No.
It does have the old man yelling at cloud. Is the vibe I'm getting right now?
From you or from
this
me?
stadium isn't good enough.
Well, no, I think the old man getting off my lawn would be saying, just give me baseball and I'm happy. That seems like the old man kind of
I know, but it's like you waited for all winter for baseball, and baseball's finally back, and you're still not happy.
No, I'm very happy.
If the Phillies were there, you would have been...
Sure, but you watch games at Citizens Bank Park, you watch games on TV, the Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, whatever, and you're like, it's just so grand. You know what I mean? It just looks so grand, and it just feels like a Major League Baseball game. It didn't help that I saw a 2-1 Rockies-Rays game. It just all felt very minor league to me. It did, and look, I paid $30 for 11 rows off the plate.
I didn't mind the park. Again, I got
Let's go,
seats.
Yeet Lord. Take it down a random team.
Chat, can we close that?
Yeah,
and
how
we'll
many
just go right
spots
into
left
it.
on the random team?
We bought seats 7 rows behind the Rays dugout for $71 a pop. How often can you say you've got tickets that close to watch Skeens too? That's like a premium game for that cheap. I absolutely loved it.
All right. How to get it off my chest there. All right, Jason. We're not gonna have time to get to nearly everything over this weekend. You know what? The one thing, no, I can save that because you're my baseball guy. I didn't really see exactly who I have the rest of the weekend. Yeah, my bad for not sending this.
You're good.
I was not in the right chat. Let's go. Another random team. How many left do we have on that one? I didn't even know who I was hosting the show with.
Should be close to halfway.
Until let's see.
2 off halfway.
There we go. Let's get that thing filled. Appreciate y'all. But regardless, where do you want to go in the MLB here? Pinchin says, let's talk torpedo bats. Pinchin, we've talked more than enough.
Ad nauseum about torpedo
more
bats.
Than enough torpedo bats. And to the point where I already feel like it's starting to die out a little bit, the torpedo bat kind of craze going on here. But what do you want to go for? Maverick, Kamish said they're good. They're good. What do you want to go with here? There's so much to get to.
I want to talk about the San Francisco Giants.
All right, talk to me.
The Giants are a team that, again, this offseason, past couple of years, also this catch from Victor Robles, I don't know if they can see it. This was insane. The fact that he was able to hang on to this.
You want to talk about what's going on with the Giants. This was the craziest thing I saw all weekend. This is the craziest thing I saw all season so far. I was watching this game live. I had nothing better to do, of course.
Yeah, I feel bad for Robles, man, but I mean, what an effort.
Oh, my God. I mean, jeez, Pete, so you don't need to play it again. But the saddest part was, to your point, was the game was on pause for 15 minutes after this. His arm was wrecked. I hope he's able to play baseball again, honestly.
I'll be able to play baseball again.
Dude, you think about Ruben Tejada with Chase Utley. Ruben Tejada never played baseball again after Chase Utley broke his leg in the NLCS or arm or whatever it was. So, seriously, that was one of those injuries where I'm like, oh, my God. But The saddest part was there's a 15-minute delay. They stopped the game for his arm. They reviewed the play. First pitch, Wilmer Flores hits a walk-off.
Yeah.
The very next pitch. All that effort just to lose the game on the next pitch. It's so sad, but continue. The Giants, man.
I believe, let me check the standings real quick. I got them up in front of me.
They are leading the NL West.
They are leading the NL West. They are currently 8-1. One player that really stood out to me is Jordan Hicks. They put him in the rotation last year. He's been back in the rotation. First start was great. Second one, he pitched yesterday against Brian Wu. Wasn't the best start in the world, but still another strong outing. This team's 8-1. Again, you brought in a name like Adames. Like, they've been trying to go for the big fish in free agency, and they haven't gotten like that big fish other than Adames. Obviously, Snell leaves. I think this team's for real though. 8-1.
Yeah.
The way that they've competed so far, I can see the Giants being a team that's going to hang around pretty much all year. I think it's more legit than it is a fluke. Now, obviously, again, you have the Dodgers at 9-2 and the Padres at 8-2 in the same division. Do I think the Giants win the division? Absolutely not. Not with the Dodgers and Padres. I think those are better teams long term for this season. But I think like the Giants are for real.
They're not a cute little, look what the Giants are doing.
I don't think this is like a Linsanity run to start the year. I think the Giants are a damn good ball team.
I think they're a damn good ball team. Would you, right now, gun to your head kind of thing, are they making a wild card? Like, what would you call them, a lock to make a wild card or what?
Yeah, I'd probably take them to make the playoffs. I'm looking at it right now. I think the Dodgers, Padres, Giants. I think 3 teams from the NL West make it. The NL Central, I mean, it looks like as long as Kyle Tucker can keep doing Kyle Tucker things, I think the Cubs will end up winning that division. I want to see the Reds pick it up at 3-7. The Brewers have some serious problems, like some glaring problems. The Cardinals, I don't know if you saw last night. The Cardinals are 4-5. They're going to end up being one of the worst teams in all baseball. The Braves, we gotta talk about.
Let's hold on with the Cardinals here. The Cardinals will be the
Cardinals reek.
They will be the worst team in baseball if they want to be the worst team in baseball. What I mean by that is Nolan Arenado still looks good. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Ivan Herrera's been great, but the Cardinals just suck.
Here's my one problem with the Giants is that a lot of their success has been from Wilmer Flores. He has 4 home runs. He does this for like 1 week every single year.
Yeah, Wilmer Flores.
I'm not going to act
on
like it's Wilmer Flores is going to be carrying this team. I'm with Penny Pinchin. I think the Diamondbacks. I would take the Diamondbacks over the Giants. Are the Diamondbacks good? Yes.
Diamondbacks are good. I'm not disrespecting the Diamondbacks.
Are the Giants good? Yes. Here we go. What do we got here? Every 3. Yeah, there we go, Ashley.
Okay,
I love that.
there we go.
So we're looking to get our day started with some cards on the table. If we want to get every 3 random teams purchased, you will get a spin at our slab or no slab wheel right
Maverick,
here.
the difference between the Cardinals and the Rockies and the White Sox, though, is the Rockies and the White Sox have good talent in their system and the Cardinals don't. It's really, it comes down to that.
Tink Hence, Chase Davis? 2 guys. Yeah, it's not much. Put $5 on the Cards not being the worst team in the league at the end of the year. Well, okay. Like,
I'm not saying they're going to finish with the worst record.
Yeah, but
they might be the 3rd worst. They very easily might be the 3rd worst.
He's right about that. That minor league system is stacked.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. I just caught up on all those chats. No, you're right. We've done a lot of talk about the Braves, by the way. I know this is your first time pinching. The reason I'm not talking a ton about the Braves is because their game got rained out yesterday. Since I left, they've gone 1-1. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Till 10:45. What time is it? That's only 5 minutes.
5 minutes for every random team spot in the Super Jumbo box gets for 3. Every 3 random team spots gets a free wheel spin.
There we go. So every 3 random teams, and they're not too expensive either. Hop on in, get a chance at a slab or no slab wheel. You saw the Austin Reeves White Sparkle go off. We have plenty of slabs on there as well. All right, so you want to talk about the Giants. I have a list of how sustainable is it. Godzilla says pin the random. Good call. Let me get this up here.
He's multitasking. There's a lot Josh is doing right now.
There we go. That's the right one, correct? Yeah, there we go. That is now pinned for you guys, and the list is right over here. Although I'm going to take that list away in just 1 second because of a play I want to show. Bang! There we go, Godzilla.
There we go.
How many did Godzilla take down? 3?
Let me check.
I think he did. Godzilla, you take down 3 just now?
That was 1. We were at 17.
He did. No, Ashley confirms.
There we go.
Godzilla took down 3. Let's go. We are at 14. All right, now this is why we got to play a little gymnastics here. Love it, Godzilla. Now we got to pin the old slab or no slab wheel. Let's go. Let's go. Ashley's fired up. I'm fired up. Let's go. Let's get some spins this morning. Come on, come on. Random, 125 or 50. We know the deal. We know the deal. Good luck, Godzilla. Show me something here.
Slab X, let's go, baby.
Slab X, did he take down 3? 36. That's Brian Dawkins' number to you. Gunner.
Yes, he did.
Logo Fractor. Not bad. Give me Gunny's back. Give me a Gunner rookie. Get a little, send it over to the old PSA.
And Slab X took down 3 as well. Thank you, Slab.
Let's do it. Here, I'll show Gunner. I'll show Gunner in just a second. But Slab, let's run Slabs real quick, and we'll show them both at the same time here. Good luck. So I'm going to take 36 off the list. And then what was the other one that we hit today?
It
was 11. Yeah, because I said
11,
Jimmy,
yep,
I said Jimmy
yep.
Rollins. Let's go, let's go.
Volpe.
Keep it rolling. Why stop now? Now there's better chances of hitting a slab this morning. Good luck, Slabby. Come on. 17 for Phillip Rivers. Hey, that's a fun one,
Teddy
actually.
Bruschi auto,
That
okay.
is a very fun one right there. Teddy Bruschi auto.
Not bad. 11 more spots, chat. 3 people can get wheel spins.
All right, let's go. Let's go. We got more. We got more. 3 more people. All right, so this is for Godzilla.
That's Zilla. The
Oh
Gunners
man,
for Zilla.
maybe Godzilla might have wanted the Bruschi auto. Knowing his allegiance to the Boston area. There we go. Gunner on the Logo Fractor. I love a good no frills, this rookie Logo Fractor stud. And Slab taking down a Bruschi. It is a chrome black auto. Chrome black auto. I don't mean to randomly parade. But nonetheless, still, Teddy Bruschi. Do guys raise value when they're really good on TV? Because they should. He's actually pretty good on TV.
If so, Mark Sanchez card should be up.
No, they shouldn't.
Dude, Mark Sanchez is on Fox.
I said good
Mark
on-
Sanchez calls games. Mark
I said
Sanchez,
good on
Mark
TV.
Sanchez went to back-to-back AFC Championship games.
I said good on
Mark
TV.
Sanchez has more playoff wins than Josh Allen. I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
We just had a weed whacker hit our window. Fenway trying to get it done. All right, hold on. Let me repin it.
Yeah, we'll repin the random.
Repin it. Random.
There we
is
go. One more
repinned.
minute.
All right, so this is for Slab X. Make sure I just got this all ready to roll. And this here Gunner is for.
Your boss keeps rambling. Tell your boss you got a wheel spin you got to go take down.
Come on, Fen. Nonetheless, I do want to talk Red Sox. Let's go,
There we
go. Fenway. Takedown 3 or was that 1? Was it 1 or 3?
I'm checking right now. I think that was just
That was
the
1. Fen, we got 2. 2 more there, Fen, and we'll get a little slab or no slab spin for you. We got to go 3 spots in that random there. Let's see. Who else was it?
2 more, Fenway.
And
2 more and you get yourself a wheel spin.
I do want to remind everyone we are on Twitter. And two more randoms, Fen.
2
then we
more
get a wheel
random
spin.
teams and you get the wheel spin. Correct, Fenway.
We are on Twitter. We will be giving away a box of 2024 Bowman draft tonight. Ashley, do you want to decide when exactly we'll be doing that? I figure we want to give it most of the day, give people a chance to follow us, more entries. But I don't know if we were going to announce that on a show later tonight. Any thoughts on that? But regardless, looking to see if we can get another slab or no slab wheel spin here. I decide. Oh, man. I'll think about this one. Later today. I want to give it the day.
It's a lot of power.
There's great power comes great responsibility. I think maybe we should do it live on the night show, I think. It'd be more fun to do it live on the night show tonight. A little pre-national championship excitement. Around 8 p.m., a little primetime action. Still waiting to see if Fenway was going to take down a couple more spots. But what time we got here?
It is
10:46.
past it, but Fenway for you, we'll honor it.
Yeah,
'cause you already
Fenway,
grabbed
if you take down 2 more spots,
Yeah, we'll
happy
honor it
to
'cause you
honor it.
grabbed
I
the
know
one.
you had the boss over there in your ear, but regardless, we are going to get a giveaway up. No worries, Fenway.
You're good,
2 more
Fenway.
spots. 2
Yeah,
more
2
spots,
more.
and we're good with that one. Slab or no slab giveaway. All right, got that giveaway up, and a chance at the wheel spin. Regardless, all right. In the meantime, let me see. Is that pinned here for Fenway?
Yes, it is.
Cool. All right, in the meantime, I did want to shout out Willier Abreu again because, man, has he been tearing the cover off the ball. But he made one of the most impressive
This
plays I've
was
seen all
incredible.
season.
I was watching this last night, and this got a wow from me, like an audible wow.
This is one of the best plays I've seen so far. Oh, my
Look at
word! word. Are
Look
you
at how
kidding
perfect
me?
that throw is.
Wow. Not only his numbers at the plate, 483, a 1491 OPS, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Dude, he's a 1.1 WAR already.
Yeah.
That's a 1.1 WAR, and I'm not a WAR guy, but
I'm a WAR guy.
The fact you're able to get a WAR not even 10 games into the season means you are just going nuclear. And Fenway, is that 2 more teams I see?
Fenway's good.
Fenway, let's go. Let's spin the wheel for Fenway. Good luck, Fenway. Here we go. Let me get this thing up here.
Willie Abreu actually now has a higher F4 than Aaron Judge. Kyle Tucker has 1.1, Abreu 1 flat, and Judge 0.9.
Get out of here. All right. Good luck. Slab or no slab wheel. This is for Fenway. Let's see something big. Otani image variation. Do I see that in your future? CJ Stroud, Gem Mint 10. All right. What do we else we have off the board with? 36. My bad.
36, 17, 11.
36, 17, and 11. Good luck, Fenway. All right. Come on. Let's see it. And the winner is 20. What do we got for 20? Let me see. Get that list up. So not a slab, a 20. Who knows? We can still hit pretty big. They got an autograph. Chris Murray Eruption Auto. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not too familiar with his game. I'm not an NBA.
He's
I'm not an NBA
Iowa
fan.
guy. Iowa alum. I used to bet on Iowa all the time. When I was in my college basketball betting phase, that was the team when he was there.
Keegan and Chris Murray. Dude, we'll take ink. We'll take ink. Number to 99 here.
His brother is good, but he's not a bad player either.
Chris Murray Eruption Auto to 99. Not bad right there.
Those two are great for threes props.
There you go. I'll be honest, Fen. Not totally sure myself. Apparently he's a good 3-point shooter, but Eruption Auto number to 99. We'll take. Appreciate you hopping in. And hey, let's hit pretty big in the random break. Get the Guardians, get the Royals, maybe even get the Oakland Athletics.
I want to see that close by the time I go sit down. I'm going to the studio in 11 minutes. I want to see that close before I sit down. We'll get right into it. 8 spots left.
All right. What time we got here? It is 10:49 here on a Monday. Hope everyone's having a fantastic start to the week. I know we have Yeet Lord taking it down.
Yeet. 2
Love
off the
it,
board.
Yeet Lord.
6 spots left on that chat.
Let's see here. I'll feature that break. Where is it at? Oh, man, 6 spots left. There we go.
I'm loving the movement on that.
There we go. Just $35 a spot. Oh, look at that. Grandfathering in Yeet Lord.
Let's go.
If Yeet Lord wants to take one more down, we will run another slab spin for him. That was 3 total, actually?
Yeet actually did grab one before we announced it.
All right. We good to go? I'm spinning it. Yeah,
Yeet
let's
did.
go.
I saw him grab one.
Love it. 6 spots left. Would love to start the day off with some big rips here.
This is going to be a slab.
Here we go. Slab or no slab wheel. Come on now.
I got you, Yeet.
Let's see. What's our guy Fenway saying in here as well? Can't keep track of all these. 36, 17, 11, and I'm just going to run it. If it lands on one of those other ones, it lands on one of the other ones. Good luck, Yeet. We got breaking news as well. Whoa, boy. What do we got? And the winner is 46. Come on. Guess what we have in store today? Oh, whoa, Yeet. That's a nice
Mitchell,
card
Bowman
right there.
glass. All right.
Now we're talking.
Blake Mitchell's a stud. It's unfortunate he broke his hand in
I didn't see that.
in spring training. That is a very nice card to hit on the wheel.
Yeet, here we go. What do we have in store here? You got any guesses?
I know what it is, but I'm gonna let Ashley say it.
Do I have to guess? I mean, someone's got to guess.
There's actually there's multiple things that are gonna be pretty cool, but I will.
All right,
I
take
don't.
a guess.
Oh, then I was lied to. I was told a few things, but
I really don't know, so I don't want to get in any trouble. Swamp King football. That would be a guess. Oh, get out of here!
Oh,
That
Murakami?
is sick. Someone was asking for that too the other day, Ashley.
Someone was asking about. I think that was
man.
H-Man was asking about Murakami.
Yeah, now we're talking. Are they in our store for personals? Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so stay tuned if anyone's looking for that. Mustard! There we go. Murakami Tokyo series. That is awesome. That will be in our store. I know, Yeet Lord. When it first came out, I was like, no, this is a gimmick. And then I saw they brought in Murakami, and then I saw the 5 parallels, and I was like, all right.
Yeah,
that stuff is going
sick.
to go crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. So we got Murakami and the World Tour Tokyo Series is going to be in our stores shortly. We have our Twitter giveaway still live. Suncoast _ on Twitter. Give us a follow. Later on tonight, we will be announcing the winner, probably live on one of our shows here. Stay tuned for that. But give us a follow. Suncoast _ any follow before tonight, whenever we announce, we'll be alive to win a box of 2024 Bowman Draft Hobby. A lot of stuff going on this Monday. All right.
Can I talk about somebody quick?
Bowman Hobby,
Can I use my time to talk about a certain player?
Bowman Draft Hobby, Slabx.
I want to talk about Jacob Wilson and just do a little.
Go ahead. Ledoux's been waiting for this.
Listen, I said this was my American League Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll end up giving it to him over Campbell. The way Campbell started, Campbell has the extra base hits. So, like, my concern with him not winning the award isn't for a lack of talent, but it's do they give it to a player playing for Oakland that doesn't have the best pop, but 2025 in 37 at-bats, 351 average, 2 homers, 7 ribbies, 919 OPS. And I believe as long as he didn't strike out yesterday.
He struck out twice yesterday.
He struck out twice. Okay, so he finally struck out. In 37 at-bats, he has just 2 strikeouts.
Damn.
He does have the slowest bat speed in all of baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
I had not seen that.
He has the slowest tracked bat speed, but that's going to be... I honestly think with his swing, it plays because he's just going to put the ball in play. If he continues to hit like this over the course of the season, Christian Campbell can go put up like 15 to 20 homers, and I think you got to give it to Jacob Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, right now...
He's plus 750
League?
now. So I think what the
He's
initial
plus
odds
750 right now?
were about 15 to 1.
Damn, we
now
should've
the
gotten
odds
that.
have cut in half. I like Jacob Wilson, and what I will say, if you can go check on eBay, his Bowman first autos,
Yeah.
I was looking on eBay last night. They are at a very good price.
Really?
I would go buy him up right now.
Fenway says, sad thing is he plays for a major AAA ball club. I don't know about that, Fenway. Last year I would have agreed with you.
No, that A's team is going to be pretty good. In a month, Kurtz is going to be up. Kurtz hit another homer last night. Kurtz might be one of the best first baseman prospects I've gotten to watch like in the duration of my lifetime.
All right, so in case you're wondering, by the way, Kurtz is going absolutely nuclear in AAA. Yeah, Kurtz is on his way. 4 home runs already, and they are mammoth home runs.
So Yeet. Cags is still going to be a beast.
Cags
is going to put up 40 homer seasons.
Run. What the hell is this graphic up here?
The way that Kurtz and Cags are different is Kurtz is going to go opposite field power and show that off consistently, and then someone's going to try to sneak a 100-mile-an-hour fastball in on his hands, and he's just going to tuck his hands in and turn on it just like that home run right there. This is what I'm talking about. If you have the power to go opposite field, especially where he's going to be playing when he's called up, that AAA ballpark in Sacramento is going to be a launch pad. It's already an over machine.
Where did that ball land?
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
have no idea where it landed.
Opposite field power is ridiculous.
Holy crap.
And then you try to jam him on his hands, he's just going to turn on it, go 400 to right field.
I don't see this ball come down. I mean, that is ridiculous. Kurtz's numbers, by the way, right now in AAA. Let me see. Where did I have it? I just had it written down somewhere. 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, 412, a 1381 OPS. 1381 OPS as well. In just a few games.
SMS, once that closes, I'm going to the studio in 4 minutes, so that's going to be ripping very soon.
Yeah, we'll be ripping. I mean, this show's ending in 4 minutes anyway, so we'll be ripping in a second.
I tried putting an offer in my Dynasty League for Kurtz last night.
Yeah.
I offered Nico Horner and a second-round pick. Am I giving up too much or too little?
I would have laughed at you, honestly. I kind of think Nico Horner's not that great. SMS!
There we go.
Did he close it out? Let's see.
The break's going to happen in the studio, Fenway. I'm going back into the studio in 4 minutes.
Yeah, Fenway, we're wrapping the show up. Let's go. Random team is done.
Closed. Good work, everybody.
So we got this giveaway going in a little under 5 minutes.
2 spins.
We're giving SMS 2 spins.
2 spins.
2 spins. 6 spots. 2 wars. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go, SMS. Man, what a day. Some other news, by the way, before we're out of here, because there's so much to get to today. Zach Veen called up today.
Yeah, dude.
Zach
After
Veen
a
called
great
up.
showing the other day in AAA. He
5
went
for
5.
Do I have this pulled up already? Yes, I do. Chase Dolander. I believe that's how you say it, right?
Dollander.
Dolander, tomato. Gets his first MLB win. Listen, I didn't watch that game, but just based off his numbers, tomato. Gave up a couple home runs. That will happen, I think, when you play in Colorado.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
But nonetheless,
He has such easy velocity though. Like he throws 100 and it looks like he's not even trying.
let's see it. SMS. First spin for SMS here. You know the deal, SMS. 125 or 57. What do we got here? What was 7 for SMS? 7's going to be a Jazz Chisholm bat relic.
Good
the
time
400.
to have that.
No torpedo in there. Let's see. All right, non-torpedo bat relic, by the way. And I also want to give another. We said 2 spins for SMS, so why not us? All right, 46, 36. I know I'm forgetting one too. 20,
It was
17,
17, 11,
7.
7.
All right, come on now, not 6. Good luck. Let's see it here, SMS. Second spin is, give it to me. 6. Dancing around it. We'll take a
Wow.
Paul Skeens.
Okay.
Transformative talent insert right there. All right. Let's see it. SMS. How much time left on that getting here? Not much.
Shouldn't be much.
There you go. Skeens, transformative talent right there. And thank you, Ashley. Jazz Chisholm Jr. on the bat relic.
Not bad, SMS.
And wait till we see what we're hitting in this Bowman draft random as well. All right, we got like 1 minute left. Or actually, now I'm just seeing 2.5 minutes here. I'm not sure if that's
The
bang.
Skeens, if I can close on one more thing. The Skeens made me think of the NL Cy Young race, and I like Spencer Schwellenbach to win the award. I'm officially.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
I'm officially
What do you have, 10
declaring
strikeouts?
myself as Spencer Schwellenbach, NL Cy Young.
What are the odds on that one?
He's the third best odds to win the award.
Wait, really?
Yes.
That seems a little. Now I could get. It's a hot take.
On Hard Rock Sportsbook, so it might not be the same on
yeah.
all books. But he's 1-0 with a 0 ERA, 14 innings, 14 Ks, .29 whip. If Skeens goes down and misses time, if you have a Skeens future, throw a little bit on Spencer.
By the way, what was that's true. Fenway's right about that. What did
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't be shocked if he won.
do you have awards on there still? Do you pull up judges?
Yeah.
Pull up judges.
Oh,
for
judges
MVP.
minus 145 to win
on
American
Hard
MVP.
Rock.
Yeah, judges.
That is the and I think he will win MVP. Why on earth would you be?
He's now minus 170.
Why would you bet that? Why would you bet that?
Because as long as he doesn't miss time, he's the best. He's the best player in the world. I will say
agree.
right now, with Shohei not pitching,
Dude.
Aaron Judge is the best player on the planet.
You're right. I agree.
He is.
You can't bet this early in the season. You can't bet any award at minus 170. It's a fool's game. It's a fool's game.
Shohei's plus 125 in the NL too.
That's
But
a fool's
no,
game.
going back to the NL Cy
Can't
Young,
be betting that low of odds.
it's Skeens at plus 140, Wheeler at plus 475, and Schwellenbach at plus 900.
Oh, and we are running a multi-year Luminaries break today. I love multi-year breaks. Let's go. What years are in there, Ashley? I didn't see it in here. Wemby
was.
Bang. Exactly, penny pinching. You can't bet this stuff. You can't bet this stuff. Minus odds for these long awards. It's ridiculous. Guys, I see a ton of you in here for this final giveaway. One more time, and Jason, if you don't mind reminding people all day today, because we'll be doing it tonight. Suncoast Sports _ on Twitter. Anyone who follows us is in the running for our Bowman Draft 2024 Hobby Box giveaway. We'll be running that later tonight. Anyone who follows us on Twitter. Full case multi-year, 21, 22, 23, 24. Good question. All right, 5 seconds left. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Man, there's so much we didn't even get to today. We're going to have to save a lot of that for tomorrow. Appreciate you
Stocks
hopping
might
on.
go down. Aaron Judge stock will never go down.
Damn right, sir. Word on the street is they're coming back up today.
That's not
I
investment
hear they're
advice.
coming back up. All right, let's see it. The champs is here. Let's go, the champs. All right, the champs. Let's see it. And then we're getting right into this break. Right into this. I see you, Jay Breezy. Appreciate you hitting us up on the old Twitter. Jay Breezy just gave us a follow and a like. All right, let's see it. Good luck. I can't even keep track. You know, I'm going to try 46, 36, 20,
20,
17,
17, 11, 7, 6.
7, 6. Look at us. Look at us. Good luck. Good luck here. The champ is here. Come on. Come on, 125 or 50. Give it to me, the champ. Give it to me. Come on.
31.
We get all these spins. We need a damn slab. Hey,
George
that's a
Kirby.
fun one, actually. Really nice pass if my memory serves.
To 25, too. He'll be back healthy soon.
I didn't better be.
Name to find us on Twitter is, let me see exactly.
Suncoast Sports _. I will put it in the
Suncoast
chat
Sports
here,
_. If you want to follow me, I am Suncoast _ Jason on Twitter. And I have been talking about doing a giveaway. I have been slacking on putting that giveaway up on my Twitter.
There you go.
I do have I will be off tonight, so I will probably get that finally posted tonight in X.
Old habits die hard.
It'll always be Twitter to me.
I don't know if it shows. It's like there's like some dirt. It's either dirt or a weird kind of like alternate cream jersey. It's a sweet looking card there. Big fan of the Kirby to 25.
Kirby's a stud. That's the best starting rotation in baseball.
The champ. Yeah, give or take. Man, I didn't even get to talk about my Phillies being the Dodgers, like Jesus Luzardo. I mean, the question everyone was wondering was, is Jesus Luzardo actually Cy Young reincarnated? We did not get to address that question today, unfortunately.
I don't even have a Langford Auto SMS. I only got the Radiating Rookie Gem 10.
Where's that at?
SMS it since everyone bought in your birthday break. You should give away one of your Langford Autos. I'll give away something nice. Believe me, it'll be something nice.
We got guys. Stay tuned on Twitter as well. I'm telling you, that's not the last giveaway we're going to be doing on there.
And Penny Pinch and I appreciate the kind words.
My goodness, appreciate. Oh yeah. Dude, there's a lot of garbage nonsense on there.
There's a lot of bad takes that you see on mainstream media.
I find myself watching the show and I'm like, is this really what we're doing today, huh? My goodness. Nonetheless, if in case you are new, there is usually a little more card talk. This is just a massive weekend for all sports. But nonetheless, appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic Monday. Jason's going to be ripping all day. We got a break we got to get to right now. Breaks, multiple luminaries. Trade you Murray for it. I'm sorry, Fenway. I just make the wheel. I don't control how it spins. But Fenway, karma has a funny way of working. Maybe a little Royals and Guardians here in this Bowman draft. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30. But for now, Jason on the cards today. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
All right, I'll see you guys later right here at Sunco Sports. See ya. Have a good one.